welcome back to my channel. So this is the first time I've ever done a video like this before, but I got some new stuff in the mail and I'm getting ready to kind of take a break from formal filming. I don't know what it's called, sitting down like this with my camera in front of me and filming, because my baby's about to be born. Holy moly, you guys. And so I wanted to kind of talk to you about some of the products that I recently purchased without doing a haul or like a dedicated tutorial or, you know, things like that. I didn't really know how to incorporate it all into a video, so we're just gonna call this like new makeup chit chat. Does that sound good? Where I can kind of share with you guys some new stuff that I got and if I've used it, what my thoughts are. I don't know. Does that sound okay? So yeah, if you guys are watching this, I have probably already had my baby. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. God, that is such a crazy thought. Only a couple more weeks left. And one of the things my midwife told me is to make sure you do self-care. Do self-care, pamper yourself before you have this baby. And so my version of self-care is getting my nails done, which I need to do. My nails are naked right now. I'm waiting for my mom to fly in. She flies in just a couple of days. So we're probably gonna go together, getting my hair done, which I'm probably gonna get a little touch up on my roots, and buying makeup because that's what I like to do. So I actually got this in PR, so we'll talk about this last, but some of the new stuff that I bought from Ulta and Sephora. So I just placed an order on Sephora for like a ton of Charlotte Tilbury. I told you guys, I've been obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury lately. I don't know what it is about her products. The packaging, just everything about them just completely sucks me in and I am obsessed. And I watched Emily Noel's video, so she did a dedicated video about Charlotte Tilbury products and it kind of made me want to buy a couple more products myself, so I did. So the products that I picked up, and she didn't talk about this one, this is actually something that Samantha Ravindal talks about all the time. It's the Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. Such a long name. This comes in like 6 different colors. I picked up the color 2, but basically this is like a multi-purpose product where you can either wear it as a highlighter, mix it in with your foundation, wear it alone. Like there's so many different purposes and things you can use it for. I'm not typically a huge fan of like the multi-purpose facial products like this, but she loves it and she talks about it all the time. And so I figured I'd give it a go and see if I like it. It does have a little bit of a glow to it. I could definitely see how, can you guys see how there's just like a hint of a sheen on my hand after I put that on? Yeah, you can kind of see the light reflecting on it. I don't know, I'm excited to test this out. I feel like once baby is here, I'm probably not gonna have a whole lot of time to do like a full face of makeup like I'm wearing right now. And I'm gonna need really easy, quick, multi-purpose products. And I kind of feel like something like this would be good to just like dabble on my cheeks, you know, maybe like my brow bone or something, even if I'm not wearing foundation, just to make myself look more put together. I don't know. So I picked that up, and then I also picked up this highlighter one. Now I have used this. I'm wearing it today, and it's kind of hard to see, but I'm wearing it right here. Ooh, you can see that side really good. And then my Cupid's bow. This is the Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in the color Spotlight, I believe. Yeah, Spotlight. So this is something that Jam Beauty talks about all the time. She loves it. So I used it today for the first time, but basically it's a liquid highlighter in a little squeezy tube like this. And again, it's another quick, easy product that I think will be really good to do, like, or to use after the baby is born. But I also noticed there's a little, you twist it on and off, which is kind of cool. So you can, it doesn't like squeeze out when you're traveling or whatever. So that's pretty genius. But basically there's a sponge tip and then you have, it's like a liquid highlighter. Can you guys even see? You probably can't. I don't know. Can I turn this down? No, it's all the way down as far as it can go. You can kind of see it's a little bit more intense than the Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. That's the longest name ever. It's a little bit more intense than that. This one you can also mix in with foundation, whereas something like the squeezy tube thing, I wouldn't really want to mix in with my foundation. It's definitely more of like a pop, 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 or something like that. But yeah, the same thing. It's just glowy. It's just nice. And I feel like I'm really going to need that new mom glow. I don't know, with easy products. So that's why I picked it up. I actually am loving the way my highlight looks today. I'm a huge fan of like natural highlights, not the pow glittery like beaming from space highlights. As I get older and as my makeup tastes change, I've just discovered that I really like the more natural glow a little bit better, and both of those I feel like are going to give me that beautiful natural glow. So I'm glad I picked those up. 2 more Charlotte Tilbury products. So the first one is the Beach Stick. This is a lip and cheek cream product. It says it's a color pop. And I got the color Formentera. I know I butchered that. I'm sure I did. But again, with the easy, quick cream products, I feel like cream products I haven't really dug into too much. I don't love cream products, but I feel like they're just going to be so much easier and quicker once baby is here. So this is it's in the lid. Oh, what? Oh no, did it melt? Okay, well, it's still gonna work. It's a little bit messy. It must have melted. It sat outside of my house for a little bit. It was delivered while I was at work, and I think it just kind of melted, which is such a bummer. But that's okay. I got it out. I think it'll work. This is actually a beautiful color. This is a color that reminds me of like the Mauvey nude blushes that I am absolutely obsessed with. So here is what it looks like. It almost has like a bit of a terracotta, like a nude mauve, I guess is the best way to explain it. It's beautiful. And there might be a teeny tiny bit of a gold, maybe sheen, barely noticeable though. So yeah, the purpose of this is it's like a blush and a lip combo thing. Nice and creamy. I mean, so creamy that it melted. I've never had something like that happen before. Even lipsticks have sat in front of my house recently and not melted, so that's interesting. And then the last thing I picked up by Charlotte Tilbury is the Collagen Lip Bath. So this is something I've been on the fence about. I've wanted to buy it, I haven't wanted to buy it. Every time I go to buy it, it's sold out. And so this is one of the products that Emily Noel talked about, and it was in stock when I went to go purchase. So I figured now is the time. So I've never worn it yet. So let's try it on. Ooh, there's a mintiness to it. So basically, I mean, it's just a lip gloss. It's nothing fancy, it's just a lip gloss, but it's supposed to be plumping. And there is a bit of a tingliness. It took a minute to get there, I think because I put it on top of a lipstick. But there is a tingliness, so it's plumping collagen care for fuller, wider, fresher lips. Glide over your lips for instant plumping care. I don't know. There's mixed reviews on it. I feel like it's just a glorified lip gloss if I'm being honest. But it was one of those nice items that I wanted to pamper myself with. As my midwife said, self-care, pamper yourself. So it's something I've kind of always wanted, so I figured I'd pick it up. And then the last thing I picked up in that Sephora purchase is the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. Now, her last primer was mattifying as well, so I'm not really too sure what the difference between the two is. I've never used her first primer before, but I know that it had mattifying elements to it, so I don't know how they differ, but this is the new one. And I have used it a couple of times, and immediately I can tell you guys that it reminds me a lot of the Hourglass primer, so the creamy, milky Hourglass primer. It reminds me a lot of that, not just because it's in a glass bottle, not just because it has a pump, and not just because it generally looks like it, but it actually kind of does the same thing as the Hourglass primer does, where it fills in your pores, it makes your skin look really nice and smooth, and it helps to control the oil throughout the day. I will say I think I like the Hourglass one better still, but this one was a little bit cheaper. So far so good. I haven't used it a ton of times, maybe 3 or 4 times, so I'll have to keep trying it with different foundations, but it says it's a shine stopping, pore diffusing, it extends your makeup wear. That's about it. That's what it says. So yeah, so far so good. I've really been loving Fenty Beauty products as well, so that was a good one. And then the last things that I purchased were the Urban Decay Naked Foundation and the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I talked to you guys about this in my Sephora haul that already went up on my channel, but I actually finally have been using the product, so I thought I'd kind of update you guys on it. The Naked Foundation I actually wore today for the very first time. I have the color 20CP. The color is good for me. I will say that I had a hard time getting it to stick to my nose, and I used it on top of the Fenty Beauty primer. So I don't know if just the two products don't work well together, but I had a really hard time getting it to stay on my nose. It is definitely light coverage for me, like light, maybe medium coverage. I didn't try to build it up because I didn't really care. But I know some people are like, oh, it's full coverage. It is not full coverage. Not on the first go at least, but I do really like it. I like the way it feels, and I don't feel like my skin is like shiny or dewy or anything like that. It just has a nice healthy look to it, and that might also be the highlighter that's talking. And the concealer I love. I love this concealer. I was a huge fan of the original Urban Decay Naked Concealer, so the fact that they kind of relaunched it with a wider shade range, just like completely, I'm so happy that they did that. I'm sure the formula is a little bit different because they do still have the original Naked Concealer that they're selling like at the same time, and I can't imagine they would sell the same formula. I mean, maybe. But it is very similar. I feel like it looks really great under my eyes and it blends well, and I love that they have all the different colors to pick from. So been loving that. Now the last thing, I just got this in the mail a couple of days ago from CoverGirl. So CoverGirl sent me, I get so excited when I get stuff from brands, you guys. It just blows my mind that brands actually know who I am. So they sent me this little care package that has their new True Blend Undercover Concealer in it. I did see this in stores, so I was intrigued by it. I'm glad they sent it to me. But basically, this little care package comes with everything I need for a really flawless face, or a CoverGirl face. So here's what's inside of it, and a lot of these products I have never tried before, so I'm super pumped to do like a CoverGirl face. But they have this True Blend Minerals Loose Powder, which, hello, how cool is that? They sent me the banana shade and the translucent shade. I love loose powders like this, so I'm super pumped to test it out. The banana one will be really good under my eyes. And then they have this new highlighter. So it's the True Blend Super Stunner Hyper Glow Highlighter. There's 4 shades, and looks like there's some darker ones. Ooh, that one's pretty. Oh no, there's 3 shades. Well, they sent me 3 shades at least. This one's really pretty. This one's in the color Pearl Crush. The other 2 might be a little bit too dark for me. But this one, ooh, nice and soft. Very nice. Nice and subtle. I don't know. Can you guys, oh yeah, you guys can see that on my hand. Nice and subtle. Really pretty. So, wow, I'm excited to try those out. And then the next little compartment has their True Blend Matte Foundation, which I have, I use, I love. They sent me the right color, which means they know me and they actually watch my videos and they know which shade matches me, so thank you so much for that. And then they sent me 3 concealers. So I have the color L600, L700, and M150 to kind of test out and see. I've heard that this is very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, so we'll have to see. If there's a drugstore version of that, then heck yeah. Then there's some primers here. So we have the moisturizing primer and the mattifying primer. And then, which I have tried both of those before. My favorite is the pore filling primer, but I also like the mattifying one really a lot. And then the Easy Breezy Brow Volumizing Gel. So there's a clear one. Then there's 3 different colors it looks like. Oh yeah, there's black, or no, deep, medium, and light as a brow gel. So I'm pumped to try this stuff out. If I wasn't planning on taking a break to go have my baby and, you know, recover, then I would say, hey, let's do a full face of CoverGirl, but I just don't know that I'm gonna have the time to do something like that. If I do, it'll probably be on my Instagram stories or something like that, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, those are some of the new makeup products that I picked up lately. I hope that you guys don't mind this kind of like weird chatty, like, hey, let's talk about new makeup, but I don't know, it's not a haul video. So yeah, if you guys have thoughts on any of this stuff, or if you've tried it before, let me know in the comment section down below. And this will probably be the last video that you see from me for a while, at least formal sit down video like this. I think for the next couple of months, if I do choose to film, it's probably going to be more vlog style and probably on my cell phone, so it won't be as great of a quality. So yeah, I feel like I'm saying goodbye and I'm not. I'm gonna be back eventually. Like, it's not like I'm done. Just, you know, for a couple of months while I have my baby and kind of figure my new life out. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.